You know, ladies and gentlemen, it seems that every time we gather, we begin the event or the ceremony with a memorial service. And I suspect that in your head and in your heart, you probably say to yourselves, when will it end? I suspect there's a sense of disappointment, perhaps anger, fear. But I think all of us should be inspired by the fact that those who have been subjected to the torture and the murderous rampage of the mullahs and Maliki and his cohorts do not fear. They are not disappointed. They're not looking for an easy way out. Fear, repression, it's not part of who they are. They are Ashraf, they are liberty, and we are all of them. And so no matter, and we had multiple conversations, and we had the conversations on the line with Martin Klober from the United End, with Dan Fried from the United States Department of State, and repeatedly, constantly, they reassured us and promised us, if these individuals, if the MEK would move from Ashraf to liberty, safety and security and humane conditions would be provided at both locations. There was a 4-part agreement. And the reason so many of us take this very personal is that we believe we are ultimately accountable and responsible for facilitating the move from Ashraf to liberty. And we are in part responsible for the assurances we gave to the 100 people left, now martyrs all, 52 plus the 7 who are unaccounted for, as well as those injured, because we gave them the assurances because the United States of America and the UN and Iraq gave us the assurances for the safe, secure, and humane treatment at both locations. I'm tired of saying that these are broken promises, assurances that were not kept. They lied to us. And at the end of the day, as people have talked about this before, truth will prevail and justice will prevail. So we gather again and we assemble today to call upon our government not only keep its promises and its assurances, we call on the UN to make liberty, designate liberty as a refugee camp. Oversee the provision of food and fuel and essentials. It's been a concentration camp for years and conditions have not improved. It's about time that we kept those promises. It's about time we kept, more importantly, our word. Our word. Shame on us. Shame on us. And in spite of all this, we have the ideological tsunami in the region called ISIS. And we have a president who's publicly admitted he doesn't really have a strategy to deal with it. Think about the sweep of the Iranian influence in that region, and it is undeniable that they are as responsible for the chaos and the carnage as any other country in that region. That is a red line. Unlike the red line in Syria that the president drew before and ignored, this is a red line that should never be crossed. They cannot be part of any solution. We should never, ever think about making the Iranian regime, the theocratic repressive state, part of any solution in that region of the world. They are the problem.